Hello to everyone stuck at home. Still want to get a workout in and you don't have bigger dumbbell weights around that you can use because your home isn't a gym? Okay, so I have some ideas for you to A, make your workout a little bit more fun, add some gamified aspects to it, and B, an idea on how to get some bigger weights that you can use other than soup cans that are sitting around your house. So the first thing you're going to need is a backpack. I recommend having two different backpacks, a big one and a small one, and you're going to fill it with the easiest thing is books. Okay, so if you've got lots of big heavy books sitting around, stuff the backpack with those. You could go outside and get some rocks. Maybe all your camping gear that's in backpacks is heavy enough. Go ahead and fill those backpacks up. You can use a scale, weigh them if you want, see how much they are so you have an idea. But my big one, I was able to make it weigh about 20-25 pounds, which is more than I have for dumbbells in the house. So for those of us that want those bigger weights to use, and honestly, if you're just doing leg things as well, you should be using bigger weights unless you're new. If you're new, don't. This is all assuming that you have a little bit of movement foundation with your body. So body weight, totally fine if you're brand new. If you want to add the weights, I'm going to take you through a workout first for this round one. I am going to need my big backpack. So this is my 25-pounder one. I'm going to be using that. And I am going to be using this contraption. Now I have a separate video showing you how to make this. It's a really fun skipping coordination cardio thing. If you don't want to use this or don't have one and can't be inclined to make one, you can use a toilet paper roll or two, okay? And we can just do a tap, okay? So again, one toilet paper roll to make it lower or to make it higher and do a tap. So that's going to be your alternative to the skippy thing. So here's how this one's going to work. You're going to set a timer to go off for 45 seconds. Okay, so if you have a Tabata timer, go ahead with that. You can just use the timer on your phone. That's what I usually do, honestly, is just keep hitting reset. It's on 45 seconds. So we're going to start with some deadlifts after your warm-up. Deadlifts, imagining the girdle around here. Straight legs, soft knees, and we're going to keep our back really, really flat like it's on a backboard. Drop the backpack till it's about mid-shin. You're not going to swing it, I'm just showing mid-shin, and then come back up. When you come back up, pull up. Keep your belly button pulled up is what I'm trying to say there. Okay, so there's your deadlift. All it is, you want to, if I always say with a deadlift, if you feel a little bit stupid, you're probably doing it right. So you want to imagine little headlights on your butt, and you're trying to shine that light on the wall behind you. Okay, so that's your deadlift. If you want to make this a more advanced move, you could do one arm deadlift, and you can switch hands every few reps. If you want to make this even more, you can do a one leg deadlift. And again, you would switch feet every few reps. And you can also one arm the one leg deadlift. So, lots of options for your deadlift there. And then we're going to do a goblet squat. So remember, that's going to be 45 seconds with the deadlift. Goblet squat. I'm going to put the backpack on. It doesn't even have to be on that much. Okay? And then I'm going to do my squat. So, butt going back again, weight through my heels, pushing up through my heels. With the goblet squat, you've got the weight coming down between your knees. It's okay to have your toes pointed out just a little bit, but make your knees follow in line with your toes, okay? Don't try to keep your knees going forward. if your toes are facing out. So, goblet squat. When we're doing this, again, weight through your heels, and then as you press up, knees focusing on staying in line with your second toe. Knees in line with second toe as you press up. Want to add on to this one? You can add a pulse. You could also have a chair or a coffee table behind you and be doing one leg squats down. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, so that's our 2 weight exercises, and then we are going to go into our skipping one. Remember, you can do that tap. And if you want instructions on how to make this lovely thing, I am going to give you a link. Maybe I'll put it somewhere, put the link. Check around, I'll put the link for the video on how to make these things. So this is an awesome little cardio tool. It's just like skipping. Sometimes you're going to step on the rope. That would also be done in 45 seconds, one leg, because you're going to do a second round. So deadlifts, rows, skip or toe taps, 45 seconds each, times 2. Okay. The next bit you're going to need, I'm going to use my smaller backpack. Maybe you can still use the bigger backpack. All good. You know your body, you know what's best. So we are going to do overhead press. Now I want you to be aware, you're going to do, by the way, 30 seconds each side. Everything for this round's in 30 seconds. This is different than a dumbbell. There's some wibble, okay? So be aware of that. There's nothing wrong with that. It's actually good for you, but there is some wibble. If you want to add on a more advanced move for this one, you're going to do your windmill with it. Don't do anything that is more advanced than you are ready for. Okay, so feet are a little bit wider. And there's your windmill move. And again, only windmilling if your body is ready for that. Now, I could use my bigger backpack for this move as well. In fact, I was actually doing a workout, I probably would switch and do my bigger backpack for the row, but this is the row. 30 seconds each side. And if you need to modify this one down, let's go 2 feet and 2 arms. Okay? Okay, so that's those. The row, the overhead press, 30 seconds each side. And then we're going to take some more of our toilet paper rolls. Now, I don't actually recommend doing this on your mat because your mat could slip. Okay, so I'm going to suggest do this just on your floor. If you want, add an extra toilet paper roll, make them higher. Make some of them higher, make some of them, you could have 1, 2, 3 height. And you're going to hop over. Those hops can also be double foot. So that's round 2. So, toilet paper rolls for round 3. Told you this is going to get a little funky, but I am in love with this push-up move. There's 2 push-up moves for you. So the way this is going to work, level 1 push-up, you're going to be facing head to the toilet paper rolls. You're going to knees or toes, excuse my hair, knees or toes, do your push-up, and then you're going to punch out the toilet paper roll. Okay, so push up, punch. That's one way to do these. The other way, flip the hair, is going to be feet facing the toilet paper roll. You could still be on your knees, but this is a more advanced move. Make sure you're ready for it. You're going to push up, opposite hand and foot come off the floor, kick out a toilet paper roll. And obviously, you're going to do this alternating sides. So that is the first move. Second move, and you're doing that 6 to 8 times, depending on how many toilet paper rolls you have. Why are you bothering with the kicking and the punching? Because it's fun. Okay, now I want you to imagine you have a wall in front of you. If I do this, you guys aren't going to be able to see me very well. So put yourself feet next to a wall, and you're going to come up, throw, it's going to bounce, you're going to catch it. That's that. If you need to modify this, you're going to crunch and throw. Okay? That's all there is to that one. So you're going to alternate between the push-up, either punch or kick push-up, and the crunch or the sit-up. Do 2 to 3 rounds of that. Don't skip out on the finisher. You're going to need a basket and your 6 to 8 toilet paper rolls. This is easy. Things like this are going to be harder. So you decide. I'm going to set both of these up and see how I do. Toilet paper. This one is going to involve burpees. Now, if you want to make this harder for yourself, put your bags or your basket or whatever farther away from you. You can decide how technical and hard you make this for yourself. We are going to do a burpee. Burpees can be step outs. Okay? Always do a burpee responsibly. If you're concerned about your back, here's a tip. Take your feet a little bit wider. Put your hands down. Whether you're stepping or you're jumping, take the feet to the outside of your hands, and it really helps to align your back better than this, where it's easier to round out your back, okay? So we're gonna do our burpee. We're gonna come up. We're gonna aim. Ooh, I missed. You're gonna do a burpee. We're gonna try and get the toilet paper rolls into the receptacles. Got one. Got another one. Okay, so you're gonna do all of the toilet paper rolls each time with a burpee in between. Every missed toilet paper throw is going to be 30 seconds of plank. Does that make sense? Hope that makes sense. So again, burpee, throw, burpee, throw. When you're done, however many toilet paper rolls are not in the basket you were aiming at, that equals 30 seconds of plank. So if you had 3, it's going to be a minute and a half of plank. If you need to split up the plank or do some side planks along with a front plank, go ahead and do that. I think that's it. That's your workout. And then stretch. So warm up and stretch are obviously implied. Whew, I feel like I had a workout just doing the intro. Have fun with this, guys. Let me know what you think, what works for you. And I'm going to have another workout coming up with milk jugs and paper plates. Fancy, right? And you can tell I've used this. So don't use a roll of toilet paper that you've become particularly attached to, because it is going to get beaten up a little bit. And you may have to replace it at some point, because once that little gluey part comes off, it's just going to be a hot mess. So what I have here is a roll of toilet paper that I don't care about. Sorry, Fred. I have a lanyard. Don't worry, I'm going to give you alternatives. But the secret and the key to this is the swivel. Okay? So if you've got a leash, dog leash, or anything like that, you want it to be fairly lightweight. But it's this swivel that we care about. Okay? And I'm going to give you alternatives if you don't have a lanyard or a dog leash or anything like that, or a cat leash or anything. And then this is some baling twine, and electrical tape. Now, you could use any kind of string that you've got going, all good. You can use a shoelace, get a nice TRU Rex shoelace used to be on this. Okay, so the electrical tape and a key ring is, so the shoelace and the key ring if you don't have a lanyard. If you have the lanyard, then you just need another piece of twine and the electrical tape. So I'm going to show you how to do this. It's very fancy. So I have my baling twine. Again, you can use a shoelace, you can use any kind of string you've got, but as with most things in life, for this bit, a little bit, well, the stiffer the better. And yes, I completely meant with your drinks. Okay, so I want this to be, I didn't do measurements, but you know, how big is that? I don't know, like a hand length maybe? Okay, so you want the diameter of your circle. But really what you want is you want this to be big enough. I don't know how clean my feet are. I want them on camera. You want it to be big enough to go over your foot and have a little bit of room around your ankle. Okay, so I'm going to measure that out. Technically. Now, the way I'm showing you to put this together, if you don't have the lanyard, my keen engineering mind has not been able to come up with a quick makeshift swivel thing, but I do have an alternative that works. And if anybody has a keen engineering mind and knows how to do fancy knots or something like that, then that's all good, and you can let me know and post in the comments. Okay, so we're going to take this and we are going to electrical tape all the way around. Now, why the hell are we doing this? Well, like I said, stiffer is better. And yes, again, if you're thinking about other things in life, I totally just mean your drinks. Okay, so we're doing this all the way around. Now, why? Because I want this to be smooth. This is going to be kind of the key in doing this. And again, yes, I know this is effort, but I don't know, what else are you doing when you're binge watching Netflix right now? So I'm going to go all the way around. I'm going to do this as quickly as I can. Normally I would just say, screw it, here's the done one and I'll show you later, but I'm avoiding my workout right now. So again, give me a little like or a comment if you too are good at avoiding your workout. So I want to try and make sure that this part right here is not, is not going to be too bulky. Okay, I want this to be smooth. Smooth. There we go. Getting down to the technical bit. I gotta do it this way because that's the way my brain is working and my hands are working. Okay, so there it is, all the way around. Okay. So we've got this, and this is the part that's going to go around like that. You're going to have your toilet paper roll that you really don't care about that much, and you've got your shoelace. So you're going to take your shoelace around like so, and you're just going to tie a knot. Now, again, I'm not going to get into great details about fancy knots. You totally can. It's all good. And then this is where we get the key ring. So the key ring is going to go onto this little electric. Now, are you seeing why it was important for this to be smooth? I want the key ring to be able to slip around, just like that, okay? And then, so we've got our toilet paper roll going the wrong way, like so. And again, you want this, I mean, how long is that? Like an arm's length, okay? That's about how long you want this. Again, I'm so technical with these things. So find your length, tie it off. Again, use the fanciest knots you can. Google them, because what else are you doing? Okay, so there is your alternative with the shoelace, the key ring, the thing.